Hello. Hello and welcome to Scalect Civil War, where we last left our rebels. Traveling northwest, towards the little village which houses the Alencia family. While beginning your journey through the forests, you encountered some undead. A memory of what once was a revenant, chasing after pain of the past. Slain this time, perhaps will come back.
No, we destroyed his soul. He's not coming back.
I know. But this isn't the end. So you still have to continue your journey forward.
Yeah. I did want to do something at the end of last session, but you said we'll find out next session.
Oh.
I can't remember exactly. I think I wanted to, I guess, investigate her sword, the Reaver, or I guess more so herself, because this is the first time that Itchi has purposely destroyed a soul. The first time was with the one that the Reaver that was locked up on the wall, but that was more out of just rage and stuff. This was one that Itchy purposely did. So I wanted to, I don't know, I guess maybe check an Arcana check on the sword or something to see if anything's changed or.
Arcana? Yeah.
Come on, dice gods. Yeah, that's what I suspected.
Alright. And let's do a wisdom check.
Oh, wisdom check? Sure. 15.
I bit into the chicken spring roll and it just shot juices out of it. I'm disturbed. 15. This doesn't break you. But the thought of a soul being destroyed by your hands is still troublesome in your mind. Whatever this sword is it's very powerful in what it can do. But something else you notice is you yourself feel a bit stronger.
All right.
And the sword looks sharper. That's what you find.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted to do.
Oh. If you continue your
Anyone?
traveling, or if you guys want to... Because this would be just after you guys finished off all those zombies and undead, and just starting to get back into the cart.
I wonder if there's more of those guys.
More than likely. You might want to keep moving. Just because if there's more in the area, if you clear them out going forward, that's fine, but we probably don't want to linger too long.
Mm.
Also, maybe if they threaten the people that we're going to, then this will make a good image of us.
Well, that's true. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah.
Uncle will say, well, I'm not really used to fighting things that get back up after a hefty blow. I don't particularly like the deathly smell. But what was that one? Who I think it was? This something seemed familiar.
Yeah, no. I think you hit the money there, man. I think that was Bartress. He wanted me dead something fierce. Either because he was mad that he lost, or mad that, unlike what he just did, he didn't get back up. Not fully, compared to what happened to me.
I'm sorry if I was a bit too violent.
Oh,
I know that.
Oh, you're fine. I've seen worse. But yeah, they're just flat. They're just rotting flesh. They're gonna fall apart.
Can't really worry too much about hurting the corpses as much as we got to worry about them hurting us or hurting other people. And if there's an upsurgence of these things, and if there are more of them, like the one that was so fervent about trying to kill me, then I can only imagine some of the spite that some of those other ones might have.
Right.
If they come, they will be dealt with. Just like that one.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Oh. What other things have you guys done? I don't know much about y'all. Make me a animal handling or survival, Byron? Or whoever's driving cart helping with it. Hey, if you want to make perceptions, that'd be good too.
I will do that. Yeah.
Not bad. The horses seem to be trotting along. They don't seem to want to go any faster. A little spooked at the moment, but you still allow them. You still get them to move forward and not sit in a standstill the whole time.
That's good.
Yeah, little worrying, but.
Do I also do perception?
Yes.
Higher, but
Bruh. 60 on the dot.
Nice. Maybe.
Time to die. You have missed the cliff in front of you. You die.
Okay. Alright, you guys forward. As you guys travel
Beep, beep.
forward a good while, eventually you come across a strange scene. You see a bunch of corpses on the ground. Old, dead bodies seem to have just been left. Too big. Big.
And they're giants.
Big.
Giant.
You see them all strung about.
Well, I don't know. Considering we know that there is a actual zombie threat in the area, could we roll like a, I guess, religion check to see if to know what a actual corpse is versus an actual zombie or possessed corpse?
Insight.
Insight.
That or perception.
Oh, I have advantage on insight. I'll do that.
There we go.
12.
I'm looking.
My eyes are open.
Next drop is
Inside.
also looking.
How
Damn.
many did I roll? 3.
You rolled a 6 and then a d4 on a 3.
Right. You notice a couple of them seem to be not corpses. Actually, one of the bodies is just straight up a skeleton. Just wearing a lot of armor and, at first glance, just looks like a fallen soldier. But you notice something else. Within the forest, you see other things. You see it looks to be animals of some kind. Head of an owl, body like a bear.
Oh no.
What's up with these animals? They look weird.
They look
No.
almost skeletal, with parts of their bodies still attached. Just barely. You notice their heads move.
You have a couple choices. You can just barrel past them as they are in the way, or you can fight them and clear them.
Either way, they're starting to move.
I think we should just. What the fuck? Void Claw.
One of their hands starts to glow with the purple-esque energy.
Nah, I think we should just deal with them since, I mean, we're pretty strong. What do you guys think?
It would be more dangerous to leave them be, probably.
They are a threat to anyone playing across this road.
Yeah.
The next group that comes by here might not have as good a chance as we do.
All right, Nikki, set the line. How far can we get?
Very well. Hiya.
Let me just bada bing, bada boom. I'm big.
Let me actually get it. Maybe.
And then we have Ulla come up from behind, like right there. PV watches the cart.
Asta will be in the cart. Clackers will defend the cart. Unless you want him to fight.
Clackers will defend the rear.
Alright. As these creatures, you guys all run out.
You know, I like how each of these three are like their own unique things,
Yeah.
True.
including their token borders. I don't know why, it just looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's time for initiative.
Yes. I nearly broke a computer today. Why is next
Hey,
trip on here?
I don't know. I was gonna ask. I was just like, he just goes on my turn, right?
Wow, that Void Claw is really speedy.
Well, back to the bottom of the list.
Speed Racer.
Oh my god, I am 0.02 faster than Byron. Oh my god.
I love the decks.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you have
because
20
it goes.
decks.
Yeah. I think that's the first time Hop has rolled a single digit on his initiative roll.
Not too shabby.
Congratulations.
No, not congratulations. This is a bad turn.
What do you mean, congratulations? What are you trying to
What do you
sabotage
mean?
us?
Congratulations. You know what it means to low roll for once.
I hate this. Is this how you guys feel like? I feel so slow. Inefficient.
Yeah, your feet are just slightly digging into the ground. That's why you're slow. It's like, oh, that's right. I can burrow.
I slightly burr myself.
Oh, this thing spends 20 feet standing up. This creature claps its hands together and fires a bolt. As the energy clashes and sends a bolt out.
At who?
Good question.
Why do I
1,
feel
2,
like
3,
that thing
4,
is
5.
resistant to void damage?
Hmm.
Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop.
No, not again. Stop
Stop
being racist to the frog.
Pew.
Miss.
Okay.
I may be slow, but you can't hit.
Alencia, then Biran. As 2 more bolts come out.
Oh, wow. You can fire 3 of those?
And I think you missed all of them.
The energy goes away.
Ah,
I don't hit any of you, do I?
No.
nope.
Also, I don't think he's on grid. No, he isn't.
Does that mean the other ones aren't?
No. It was
Okay.
just him.
Just him. Okay. Itshi.
He was special.
Oh, actually, wait 1 second. Oh, never mind. We're good.
Bah. Alright. Wow, look at you. You're prone. Attacking with advantage. What the fuck?
That's not every time.
Bruh.
13 will unfortunately miss.
Wow. That is
Damn.
fucking tragic.
Ooh.
There we go.
That will fortunately hit. Crit.
In this case, slashing, since they're undead, they're probably resistant to necrotic, so I want the slashing effect.
Laceration. Roll me damage. Roll me twice, and they're bleeding heavily.
The
But
skeleton
they're,
specifically is bleeding.
what?
Oh.
They're immune to
Wow.
bleeding.
That's 86 damage.
I'm gonna carve the calcium out of your bones.
I rolled the same exact for soul damage. Oh my god. So, if we were to remove the soul damage from these damage sources...
So, who's getting hit by the crit, by the way? Is it the skeleton?
Obviously... Oh, well, yeah, that's the one I have advantage against.
Okay, it doesn't have a soul. So the soul damage does nothing.
Oh, okay, but... so I rolled 12 both times, so that's... 31 times 2. 62 damage. Well, I guess, is it resistant to necrotic?
Yes.
Okay, let me figure that out. So... delete that. So... 18 divided by 2. Okay, you fucking...
It's 9.
Yeah, and then... So... oh god, math.
7.
31 minus 9 is 28. Or I could just do that too. I was making it complicated.
Ow. Not bad. And
Alright.
I bleed, but I don't have any
Oh.
blood, so I can't bleed.
Oh! Before I forget. This is Giant's Might, because I forgot first hit. Sorry.
13.
Additional damage.
Oh, you rolled both. Sorry.
Yep. Alright. I will now make my third attack using the tail.
Ew.
Add it. Oh my. And then just damage. Does Astral Fire do anything?
It can't be. It's not resistant to it.
Okay, I just wanted to check. That's my action and bonus action. So d20 plus. We're level 8. I am not. Okay. So real quick. So for martial checks, if we're proficient in insight, we get the like proficiency modifier added to it, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just had the realization that my stone rune gives me advantage on insight checks. Would this also pertain to this, or specifically only insight checks?
No, this would count.
This would count? Okay, cool. That did not add the... it got rid of the fucking +4. 16 total.
Okay, what would you like to learn?
Consider
Or which creature would you like to learn from?
One, two, three. We're learning about the bloated ghoul.
Alright. Bloated Ghoul has Unholy Stench and Hideous Feast and Turning Defiant.
Well, I can tell you what Turning Defiant is. What's the feast ability?
Uh,
Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, that's my turn.
Don't die.
Imp thing.
Yo, it's Kong turn.
I have little legs. I can't move fast.
Kong.
I don't believe in violence.
Believe in Biran that believes in violence.
Hmm.
If you don't think you can move
Walk.
in to get him, or he's over here now. Hey, what's up?
No. Hey, what's up?
They are going bulwark. They slam their shield into the ground. Now it's so in technicality this would be like half cover for you. Because of how tiny he is.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they're being cover if you want to stand behind them. They're standing in front of Ulla because I think Ulla's just going to be here casting, so they'll get a +2 to their AC, I think it is, and Dex bonus for help.
Nice.
Conk gets the full +5 bonus. Anyways, that's what Conk does. Skeletal Champion's gonna groan and stand up. Why, you son of a bitch! I'm gonna kill you!
Oh my god, you can talk.
At first, you're gonna be frightened of me.
No.
Hey-ya! He hasn't hit you yet.
Oh.
Never mind, he hit you.
No, I'm not.
Aha! But you still take a psychic damage. Yay.
Brain hurry.
Oh no, he hit your mind.
Ah.
How do you like them apples?
Eh. You got anything else?
Stabs again.
That will miss.
And that.
You get a third fucking attack. Also, fuck no. Cloud Rune. I don't know. Yeah. Wait, did I use that already? No, I did already fucking use that. That's why it's.
Well,
You have an inspiration.
Yeah. I'll
It's
use
still
my.
gonna hit you either way, but you could, but you could knock
I'll
your
use.
crit by it.
I'll use my
Does your
inspiration.
cloud rune come back on a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest.
Okay, then you should have it.
Oh, did we have a short rest between? I guess we would have.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably roll them.
Oh well, then yeah, I'll use Cloud Rune for sure.
Yeah.
Who do I want to hit? You know, I don't like that bloated ghoul right there.
If you want to quickly spend your hit dice, Alencia, go ahead. Same with you, Itshi, if you quickly want to do that.
I was at full HP. It doesn't matter.
Oh, right. Fair point.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, nice attack. Watch it go. Wee.
Hits the ghoul.
Yeah.
Me.
time to crit the ghoul.
Oh, he's got crit table.
Whoa, where's my sword going? Wait, what the? What is the maximum of this?
You roll 2d6 plus 4, so it'd be 40. Be 46, 6, 12, 24 plus 4, 28. Because the psychic damage went away after the first hit.
Yep. Ew. You son of a bitch.
Not cool.
But a ghoul gets up. I'm hungry.
Wait, are all of these ones just sentient? What the fuck?
Oh, I'm gonna just fucking lunch down now. Ugh.
God, why do I feel like this is some weird reference to something?
Points at Itchi. You're next.
No.
What is the speed of these things? Oh, fun.
10.
10.
10! Take it or leave it.
Uh-oh.
Slam.
Nah, he ain't hidden. See? Miss!
By 1.
He ain't hidden.
Screeching and wailing.
I told you.
Alright, Alencia. It is your turn.
Alencia's gonna incite the owl bear.
Alright.
I got this one.
We'll call it a scowl bear for now.
Insufficient.
The scowl bear.
Oh, actually, plus 3. Oh, it's still insufficient. Never mind.
Yeah, it's-
Wait, there's another one over there. Holy shit.
Yeah? Yeah, you didn't see that guy?
No,
He's
no,
been-
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Alencia moved
He's
out
got
of my
his own
screen.
initiative.
Let's go, Tunnel Vision Bros.
Alencia moved out of my screen. I was like, where you going?
You're only paying
Zoom
attention
out,
to
bruh.
the road.
Who is there?
They're in the
You were-
trees, mate.
You were the one who spotted them.
I'm
I don't know. I don't keep track.
Oh my god. Why do I feel like this is some weird reference to something?
Whoa,
worry,
you guys
you
got like
can.
a Grim Reaper or something with you. As it slashes into the owl bear. Alright.
I don't know why. She's not a can't say monk, but she uses a scythe.
I mean, a scythe is just a quarterstaff with a blade.
Yeah, but there's a whole lot more heft to that.
I try not to get your blade stuck in my armor and ribs.
She will use a stunning strike on that.
Oh,
So let's see.
I think it's like con save?
Yeah, I believe so. That is a
Stun the
fail,
vial.
yeah. Stun the vial. Okay, jeez.
Yeah.
Who comes up with these dumb names? Anyway, here we go.
Ow.
Rude. Also,
Second
ow.
attack. Advantage.
Hit.
L plus ratio plus stunned.
Give it the good old flurry.
Mech flu.
Punch him. Hurt his feelings.
My god.
Second punch. Your first punch, like, breaks the bones off. And your last punch kills it, and, like, you just shatter its bones. It was vulnerable to bludgeoning. Because
No,
only bones.
The bones are brittle.
no.
She will use. I think she moved 35, so 10 more back. End a turn.
Ulla.
Sorry, I'm back. Ulla! What is Ulla gonna do? Let's see, what can she do?
By the way, Itchi, you missed the owlbears are.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay, okay.
She doesn't like that void claw. Let's see. Where is... There's Chaos Boat. Let's take it up a notch, shall we? Add the void claw.
Okay.
Oh my god. She will... She will use inspiration. Or...
You shouldn't
No.
be able to use their inspiration.
I'll use my
Yeah.
inspiration.
There you go.
Are you sure about that?
Does a 19 hit the void claw?
God, I hope so.
I said, are you sure about that?
Motherfucker.
Are you within range? Yeah!
Wait, it's the champion doing What the fuck?
No magic in my watch.
Bruh.
Sucks I can't do this twice.
I said, let's turn it up a notch. Fuck, does a 15 hit the Void Claw?
Yep.
Oh shit, nice.
Save.
I'm sorry, pal. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, you're taking a full 16 force damage, my boy.
Only force.
Only a big fat force hit. Wow, that's not a lot.
I just have a lot of HP.
Yeah, he says that.
No,
She's
I'm
gonna
just messing around.
step back 10 feet and end her turn.
Alright.
Yo, it's my turn.
Yeah.
What just happened?
This
I just
guy's
lost access.
this guy's
the entire
dancing
board.
around. Like as if he's like got foot movements. Anyways, go ahead, Op.
So, I don't think it's actually smarter for me to use my stick. Because even if he's vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, I think my fists are still better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will start throwing hands.
Hit. And before you
Yeah.
ask, they're immune.
Yep, I thought so. I didn't even need to ask.
Man.
I mean, you basically already said, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna work. Like,
Yeah. 18 hit. damage.
Burning the feather fur away.
Oh.
Damn. 11 hit?
That will unfortunately miss.
Damn.
Do you want it to hit?
I mean...
I could add a d6 to it.
Yeah, I mean, you should probably
Yeah,
use it because
yeah.
we're gonna get a long rest in between this, probably.
My turn's next, so I'm gonna use a wheel.
Alright.
Roll dice.
That will hit.
60. Bam.
Yeah. Like for more damage. It's a big one. Let's go. And my last.
You, wait, you
Yeah, flurry. Sorry. Whoops. 15 hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And these owl bears are nothing. Gone.
Yeah. Dead. Let's go. Can't catch these hands, my boy.
Punch.
And I will go here.
Oh, really now?
Or, yeah.
Fantastic. You're gonna catch my hands.
You can't hit me either way.
This puts in a strange predicament. Because I was gonna move there, but I guess I'll think of something else. Let's see.
Up in his mind is like, maybe I should have moved up left.
It's fine. I was only doing it so I'd have advantage on my one of my attacks, but I'm debating on if I'm wanting to, because he already used his reaction. So I don't know about the other guy.
You'd be surprised, but I can see. Next turn, you won't be able to, hopefully.
That's not both cryptic and obvious at the same time. What the hell, man? Yeah, that threw me off. How dare you do that on my turn?
What is wrong with these zombies?
You are correct on assuming they're sentient.
They're sentient and they don't have a soul. You can't. What the fuck?
Oh god, I love Wrathbloods. Any undead they create are sentient like them. But they don't have
Which one do you
souls.
Yeah, why not? I've got both my weapons out.
Oh, looks like someone's gonna throw some hands with me already.
Yeah, what's up?
Sup. Presses button, scimitar flies out.
Nah, I could have done that from a distance. This is personal. And I'm gonna expend one. I'll roll damage first.
Oh.
And I will expend one of my focus points to have him make a con save
Ooh.
against expert disabler.
Ayo.
You wanna...
Alright. 8 plus your
Constitution.
attack modifier, which is
It's my DC is 15.
DC 15. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What was it? What kind of save?
Con save.
Con? Okay.
Con save against having his arms bruised. Oh, fuck. Well, yeah, well.
You whack my arm hard. Ow.
Wait, doesn't
Sorry.
it say
I'm
strength?
sorry.
That's for a different effect.
Oh, never mind.
2-weapon fighting, I'm gonna smack him with my staff. That's not gonna do it. Well, this one does crap damage.
Oh, right, because this thing can be used like a grappling hook. I think that's what the strength save is for.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what that's for. But I didn't. That's if I use that specifically, and that's the ranged part of it. Otherwise, it's a standard attack weapon.
Yep.
I have to be within range. All right, let's see if I can learn anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep. What would you like to
I want
learn?
to know about the void crawl.
Right, Void Claw's current these abilities: erratic movement, turn resistance, undead fortitude, undead nature. Uh, sorry, nimble fighter. Also has a Void Claw attack and Void Bolt.
I'm interested in erratic movement.
Oh right, this is actually a very funny one that I'm actually about to use in my next turn, probably.
That's fair.
No, it's not.
Can't catch these hands.
But I'm flanking.
Yeah, but when I step away in a certain direction, you're no longer flanking. Haha.
He's like, the fuck do I care?
That would be mean, so you won't do that, right?
You know, when you put it like that, I think I will.
How do you put it like
Can I
that?
roll?
Fair point!
Can I roll for persuasion?
Alright, so there's your action, bonus action, move.
Can I have Nextrove also make a check?
Yeah!
Nextrove.
More
Would he get the
knowledge.
same proficiency as me?
He's
Or
proficient in
half
sight.
my level?
He is 8. So it'd be 7
How?
Still
total.
before.
Yeah.
See if he learned something from the shadows.
He
He
does.
does.
27.
Oh right, his is +7. Damn.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Let's do Undead Fortitude.
Oh, baby. This is a fun one.
Isn't this the same one where it's like he gets to make a con? Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I wasn't forgetting it, but yeah. It makes sense.
Boss, this one doesn't die easy.
Yeah, man, I could see that.
No, I mean he does.
You don't have enough arms to catch these hands.
You said it, buddy. I really do. I really do need to just give Nextrove like a bunch of throwing knives. It would make sense. And he
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess I could technically just give him my bag of javelins and have him play with that for a bit. That'd be
Oh.
funny.
I'll call it a quill shot. There we go.
Oh my god.
I give
Oh,
him
that'd
some
be
of my darts. He just starting machine gun
I whip
throwing
my
darts.
hair back and forth. Whoosh. Anyways,
You do got good decks. All right, yeah, that's pretty much my turn. I'm gonna be here, and I'll regret it later. I mean, what else would you hear? You think you can topple me?
What's he thinking there?
okie dokies.
There are
He-
no zombies that can explode, right?
Turns to the one who just stabbed him with the scimitar. Wow. That wasn't very nice of y'all. He's gonna actually hit each of you once.
Not cool.
Does he just hit?
Oh,
Ow,
please
with
don't.
claws.
Is that towards?
Sorry, that first roll is towards Itshi. I forgot to roll it as advantage because of the skeleton champion on your other side.
Oh.
So 22.
That just hits.
Con save.
Just kind of void damage at the start of my turn. Oh my god.
Damn.
I'm burning!
I could reaction that if you wanted.
I mean, I need a 5. It's not.
I rolled a 6 last time.
Yeah, but it's such a difference.
I know.
So, not worth it.
It's up to you. I'm just offering.
I'm
Alright,
fine.
next one, Biran. Unfucking fortunate. This would have sucked if I hit you with that. And I hit Hop.
No, you
Damn.
do not. No.
My foundry broke. No.
Oh, you silvery
Gives it-
barbs me?
He hit you so hard he broke down.
He sent me into the Shadow Realm.
There, fix it.
I miss.
I'm not biased, but I'm giving the advantage to myself.
Fair enough.
So you're biased.
I'm not biased.
I'm not biased, but I will be biased.
Man, you guys, I wonder how fast you are. I'm dashing.
Oh,
That's
you
a
know-
bonus action.
you should look at-
Hugh.
You see how fast the frog is, man. He's insane.
That's fine. Hey, you caster of magic. I don't like you. Now. Bonk.
Huh?
Bonk. Nani. Oh, fuck.
What's happening? Oh,
Hello.
oh.
Anyways, I don't have any more attacks, but you three can make attacks of opportunity if you have a reaction.
I don't have
Yeah.
a reaction.
I do,
Hey, Pete-
but it'll be a disadvantage, so I'll do
PV,
it.
give them the touch of death.
18 will hit. Huh.
Yo.
Ow.
I-
Where you going?
wait. Where did he go?
He's
What the
over
fuck?
by Ulla.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why. Do you want to attack of opportunity him or not?
Yeah.
At
All right, it's a
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Well, it's...
I'm really nimble on my feet. Miss.
Oof.
Damn.
I can't save that.
Too bad.
Speaking of feet, I came out of the ground feet first.
Alright, so I take how much void damage at the start of my turn?
I have too much fun with skeletons.
You ever danced your way out of a grave?
So
You're about to make a grave mistake.
I believe I'm on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did he walk there? Quick question.
Yeah.
Fast.
Okay.
Well, he dashed.
As a bonus action.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Alright. I will make my first attack against this champion at advantage. My god. It's 20 hit.
Yeah.
Necrotic is halved, so 9 divided by 2 is like 4 damage? Yeah. So... Well, it'd be 19, but...
19? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Alright. Second attack at normal. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that'll hit. Also, before I forget, that first attack would have had Giant Smite on it. God damn it. So he would have taken an additional 3 damage on the first hit. Alright, now for the second damage. 10 divided by 2 is 5, so that is 17 damage.
What's the d6 for?
That was Giant Smite.
Oh.
It happens on the first attack that I hit.
Ah, fair enough.
I just keep forgetting because it's something that doesn't come
I
up.
don't know
often.
why I typed in 17 again.
Now, third attack. Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice try.
Man.
But
Bruh.
I still succeed this fight.
Bruh.
I'll get you yet, you Gorgon.
I'm not a Gorgon, thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not a
fuck it.
headdress?
What do you mean it's not a headdress? It is a headdress.
Is that why you hide your snake hair?
It's 15 hit.
No.
Fuck. You want to help now, Byron?
Clanks
Nope,
against
reaction's
their
gone.
clanks against
Oh,
their
yeah,
plate
sure.
armor.
That was a one-time offer. It has expired, unfortunately.
16 hit.
Clanks again against their plate armor.
Bruh.
L plus or
Whoosh.
0
Bruh,
plus.
don't complain, you have 22 AC.
I know. It's painful when I roll low.
And stop saying you're gonna roll high. It literally bites you every time.
I didn't say I was gonna roll high that time.
You said you weren't gonna get hit, and you got hit first.
Bruh.
I thought they were gonna stay beside me.
I
Why
did.
would
They
I?
just swap sides.
Picks up
Why
shield.
to allow the
Size has to
Okay.
turn around.
Can PV do anything?
Stab. Ha!
Damn.
Haha, Bolo, it's my turn! I gotta refresh my page. Just a sec.
Oh my god.
I can't move my
Okay, there's
cursor,
short
so I can't-
messages.
I can't move where I'm talking. Yeah, there we go. Now I can. Ha! I figured it out! Alright. If I hold person, then I can run.
No, you can.
Are you in my head?
No.
Run.
I mean, technically, I am. I speak to him telepathically.
Well, even without my brain, you can talk to me. Sorry. Yeah. Hey, you. Friend. he just points at the Itshi. Hey, you. Hands up.
Run.
Damn. Oh. Whoa.
Guess what? I have proficiency now. Biatch.
Haha.
That's rude. I didn't know you before. Yeah.
It feels so nice to not just have a -2 anymore.
Damn.
So you gonna run?
No. I have no reason to run.
Why not?
Ugh. 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 I can keep it in.
Oh, please do. God.
Try not to hit me too hard. I might puke.
No, noted. Thanks for the heads up.
Okay, that's a persuasion check. If Byron still hits, more than
Nope. No, sir.
Ugh.
Byron is trying his best not to get hit by this grotesque thing. Oh, keep them mitts to yourself.
Alencia, if you help here in front, I will go back.
Okay. This is strange.
Be careful not to hit this thing too many times. He said he might vomit. He's still looking at me.
Yes, I promised to make him turn to the side first.
All right, I believe you.
As you slash into him, make me con saves, both of you. As vaporous gas just explodes out of the ghoul. Ugh. Oh, I don't feel as bloated. 20. Alright. If you fail, you take full damage, and you are currently poisoned.
Wait, that's my thing.
You're immune to poison, aren't you? Or oh no, this is Alencia.
Yeah.
But
No,
might be-
Foundry, how
No,
could you?
no, actually not.
Dre, you died.
Oh, it got on me instead.
Yeah, it's a mess. Ugh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
Please don't be sympathetic. She'll slash again.
It'll be at normal. You're poisoned.
Oh, well.
So you rolled a. You
Okay,
still
okay,
No,
first
okay.
that
roll would
still
still
hits.
hit
Okay.
it. Yeah, you're good.
Saved.
Ooh, actually. 1 second.
Oh.
Ta-da.
$70.38.
$20. Oh, that's funny. And oh, it happens again. Con save.
Oh god.
That is.
Oh my god.
Oh,
no,
Alencia, you don't have to make it. Oh, actually, well, to take full damage, you do. Yeah. You can't be double poisoned. You still take half.
Believe me, I tried.
Byron, you still take half the. Wait. 1 second. Double checking. Nope. Save or suck.
Okay, so did I pass the second time?
Yes, just. Yeah, just barely.
Damn.
Alright. You still have a bonus action?
Yeah. She will. Um, the skeleton champion is he's not actually dead though, right?
No, he's like 3. He's really low HP. Still alive.
Oh, so you are. Okay. I just need a break. Sorry.
I need a break.
Sorry, I rolled that advantage. I didn't mean to.
Well, why wouldn't you have advantage?
Because it's
Poison.
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 But the first roll is a
Uh.
17 anyway, so it still hits. The ghoul is gonna make a bite attack against you. I don't think a 14 hits, though.
No.
Alright. Oh, you're unstriking him? Oh, my weakness.
Crumple. He was at 1 HP. He just crumbles.
That was a bit easier than I thought.
You son of a bitch. Stay down.
Ah, you son of a bitch. You almost killed me.
Wait, wouldn't he fail? Because it was 12 damage?
This
No,
was-
it's DC 5 plus the damage, so it was a
Yeah.
DC 11.
No, it's a DC 17. Because
What?
he took 12 damage.
No, he took. Oh, well, no, I don't know in this case. That's to Nikki. Would the vulnerability apply to the saving throw, or
Because that's technically the damage he took.
Technically, the damage he took was 3, because he only had 3 HP left.
wait?
Technically.
Can
But,
can,
in technicalities, ugh. I don't know how that... Is it...
can you bring it up real quick? Because I'm pretty sure we know what undead fortitude is, since we've seen it from multiple creatures already.
Yeah.
If damage reduces the zombie to 0 HP, it must make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken.
Okay, so it's the full
Us.
damage. Then probably.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. No,
Yeah.
he fails.
Ah, you dead!
And then I'll substitute the other punch to heal Itchy.
Goodbye,
Koarl.
Koarl.
I'll kill you yet.
Supposed to be dead.
Ooh, actually, wait a moment. Hee hee hee. I forgot about that. You
You failed.
motherfucker. Can you use Indomitable
No.
more than once on the same roll?
Yes.
Wicked, I'll use my other use of it. One
Yeah,
more
they didn't
try, you
specify-
son of a bitch!
Yeah, Indomitable is one of those things that doesn't.
I guess I say
Doesn't
that.
Back to the afterlife with you. Back to the wake with you.
You heal 10 Itchy.
But they were healing the skeleton.
Hey, I'm no longer burning.
Huh. Sorry, that.
I'll
I'm
stand a
no
good
longer on
few
fire.
feet away from now. And then that will be it.
Wait, what do you mean you're no longer
Uh,
burning?
Because when I take magical healing, I lose the burning.
Ah, cool.
The
I thought it was just the Arcana check. That's on me.
It says it at the very bottom.
I realized that now.
This is disgusting.
Ooh. Leave and I'll punch you.
I mean, you gotta dodge your rapier, I guess.
What would you like to know? Would you like to understand the big boy? Or me?
What's... No, nimble fighters would allowed him to dash. Erratic movements is what gives him disadvantage on opportunity attacks.
And the other ones are pretty...
Self-explanatory.
self-explanatory, yes.
Earning Defiance from the big one?
It will turning... Well, okay, so clerics have an ability to turn undead. Turning...
Ah!
Yeah. They're resistant to that effect. Yeah, let's get that... the unholy stench.
Perfect. Okay, so that's what's been causing the poison explosions.
Oh God.
Okay, so you're actually supposed to punch it.
Yeah.
You fell for his devious plot of don't hit me. And you just slash him.
I would be the perfect enemy for that thing.
Alright. Ulla will disengage.
Alright.
And then we'll move oh.
Haha, I have Sentinel. Just kidding.
Whoop. Actually. Whoop. That's better. Ooh. Ugly. So 20 hit that Void Claw zombie. I think a 20 hits.
A
An
20?
18 will hit.
Yeah. 7, 3. Take psychic damage.
Psychic? Sucks I don't have a brain, but I'm not resistant. Ow.
Non-existent brain hurty.
This gave me a headache. Haha.
You will see, like, the Void Claw zombie just sees Hob jump over in one leap. Yo! How's it going?
You got
I'm
the
start
hops
throwing
like me.
hands.
Oh.
No, I'm even faster than you. Don't worry. Can I poison him?
Well, you crit, so roll a 20. Another d20.
No.
No, then okay.
Roll me a d20 for a crit.
I will. It's a 5.
5.
Well,
Max
have-
damage.
alright.
So it's like, what, you deal 48 plus your dex?
Seems like it.
8, 16, 24, 32 plus 5 is 37.
37. I will delete this. Oh. 37.
Hold up, what?
Tasty void. You punch like I do.
Half of that was Astral Fire.
Yeah, half of that is
Oh.
Astral Fire. So,
Yeah, heal that 18. So 2d8, 16. It would take 8 less damage then. So it'd be 20.
9.
Yeah, 29 damage.
Thank you. No, even
That's right, take your proper damage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm you, but upgraded, boy.
Only way from here is up.
For you down on the floor, that would be 2 less damage. So 10.
Or have I already ascended?
Heal him 2 HP.
I will lure your blows because I'm cool. I'm gonna attack again.
Your punches are
18.
starting to twist and turn.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Minus
that's,
3, that's 11.
That's 11. Yeah.
Groovy.
Well, last one. Let's see if you stand. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's minus 4, so 4.
13. I don't think you stand.
You'd be wrong.
He's at 1 HP!
I don't like you.
PV, give them the touch of death. Or,
Can
I guess,
do-
in this case, the touch of God.
Wait, I have my open hand technique though.
What are you gonna do?
I will. Dexterity saving throw. I knock you on your feet, on the ground.
I have a better idea. Uppercut him.
I take your uppercut.
Cause you can okay. When it says you can push a creature 15 feet away from you, that means in any direction. It doesn't specify that it has to be
Oh, I can throw it up in the air.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I knock him up. Strength saving throw. DC 15.
I have a +0.
Well, you lose. You going up.
You uppercut him? What the?
Hop will say, you
And,
were right. Only way is up.
Fall damage. Exactly 1 H. 1 damage.
He breaks his ankles on the way down.
No, DC 6.
He crumbles.
He crit.
Oh my god.
He's just on the ground. That knocked the wind out of me.
Well, I think Conk got you. See ya. And since I only jumped, I can still use my movement. And this is 65 feet away, so I will.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Let me actually move here, so the other people can get the thing. And I will. I guess I can learn. I don't think there's anything to learn. I can't learn. See ya.
There's always things to learn. Nice. Biran.
Let's see.
I will crush you beneath my boot. See, I told you. It hit me too hard and I... Oh, so gassy.
Yeah, not great. Definitely. I appreciate the warning, at least. Oh, God. He already used his reaction, so I'm gonna move away from him.
Shit.
I'll tighten the grip on my staff, and I'll cast Guiding Bolt at him. Oh wow, this feels fucking bad.
Oh my! You know what?
You have an inspiration.
I do, but do you want to use it on him?
I know, right?
Ulla uses inspiration.
No.
Or not? Oh come on!
Nextros gives a thumbs up.
All right, next drums I got my back. Then I'll use my inspiration. He believes in the me.
That believes in you.
He believes in the you that believes into using its inspiration.
Radiant.
On the ghoul?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Quick, knock him down.
I can't.
Whoa, master. He's not gonna like this. Ambush failed. Alright,
15 on the ghoul.
yeah, it's perfectly good to go.
Turning Defiance. Oh, okay. Here's the radius-based effect.
Yep.
Fair enough. We ain't got no clerics here, boy.
Nature.
What is your movement? He's got 30 feet.
Oh yeah, next over is 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Nextro come over here.
Alright.
He's gonna reach into my bag. He's gonna use his item interaction to grab a javelin out of my bag of holding.
Alright.
Oh my god, throw that white claw.
Yeah. Ah.
You can drag and drop it onto his sheet if you want.
Yeah, I should.
I'm not sure if javelins are
His specialty.
verse. I don't think
No,
they're
but it might be
finesse. They're strength based. So it's just a
Nah, he got this.
flat D20.
If he uses enough hands, I believe in him. Very good.
His hands are what make him so fast.
Does the designated ammunition source that Javelin consumes no longer exist? What do you mean? I've got 30 of them.
No.
All right, should I just roll a d20 then?
I know, I fixed it.
Oh, okay. Ah, it'll be a disadvantage anyway, so it's probably gonna miss.
I roll again. Just in
Oh,
case.
still. I know, but still.
Justin Gates
He's-
needs conk.
Okay, you're gonna laugh. You actually hit him.
What? How? What? How?
14 AC.
Oh my god.
Yo! Oh my god, next thrust full skill?
11 DC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
No.
No.
I
Is
live.
now impaled now. Head goes down, gets back up. Nice try.
That was a good throw. I love that. That's great. All right.
Yeah, zombies are annoying to fight.
It is, but that was funny. I like that.
Can't catch these hands, little kobold.
What kind of acrobatic shit is he trying to pull? Dude, I assume
Conk.
he dashed.
Conk,
Yes.
kill him. Kill him with disadvantage.
That
Oh!
hits.
I just remember the disadvantage part. Oh!
There we go! He kills him again. That means he doesn't move. Back to the roots, baby.
DC 14.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a DC 14 now.
Oh my god.
Get him, Conk.
Yeah! Nice job, Kong!
Dog first kill.
Boot. Steps on.
Oh my god.
Alright. With that, you've killed that claw on its turn, Itshi.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
You have next attack has advantage on the bloated. Because guiding bolted him.
Yep.
I thought you... No, you did hit.
Yeah, because I used my inspiration. Next year believed in me.
Oh my god.
That will miss.
When the fuck?
You should really stop with the. You're hyping yourself, man. It's not working.
Does a 14 hit?
That will just miss.
This boy thick.
He thick. Your sword blows are glancing off of him as if he's rubber. But you swing and hit him with your tail, and he goes, "Ugh."
Wait,
One-
no, it's slashing damage. No, not the stench.
8 slashing damage, technically, and then 7 astral.
Oh, no, it's supposed to. Sorry, it's not. Is it? Well, it's slashing or bludgeoning. So when you actually
Slash-
use it, slashing or bludgeoning if you're using it to whack people with, because
Oh,
you can
then
hit it with the
oh.
point, which is actually like would slice them, or you could hit it with the
Oh, and
yeah.
in this case, bludgeoning damage, since we don't want its effect to go
Yeah,
off.
I figured as much.
Man.
And you had all this advantage.
Honk steps on the zombie several times.
Damn.
I'll show you what a little guy can do. Which
I'm proud of Conk.
Bite claw. Gonna bite hop claw Itshi.
No, you won't. Told you.
Don't test me.
You
Miss.
missed both.
Damn.
Man, my confidence is peaking today. I just say no and it doesn't happen.
This is gross.
No, don't slash it. Ah!
It's Itshi and Hop, and not Alencia will have to make rolls.
Wait, is it poison damage? Question.
It is poison damage.
Well, I just sit down and relax.
Same.
You're immune to the poison condition too?
Yes.
I'm immune to poison.
And the
I'm
poison
immune to
condition.
Oh,
Yep.
and the poison condition.
Oh, yeah, I'm immune to
So
poison.
that-
and poison condition.
Then nothing happens.
I guess I'll just keep doing this then.
Man, your poison is way stinkier than mine.
Did I accidentally half damage him? Shit.
Mhm.
The chat moved. 13, unfortunately, will miss, though.
And then she will fire a bolt from her gauntlet.
Alright.
Hit. Sticks into them, more gas comes out. Gross. um,
Albeit.
Let's save some spell slots, shall we? Does it? No, it doesn't.
Nope.
13 will miss.
No worries, I kill it.
Up.
Oh, there we go.
A hop, a hippity hop.
Hibbity hop, hibbity, get the.
Man, if only you weren't standing on the corpse I wanted to munch on.
Well, too bad you weren't fast. That's the first damage. Let's see how you deal with another one.
Yori. My master is great. I think you'll
I don't
all
think
like it.
I don't have to flurry of blows. Fuck!
He sure will not be happy with us. You missed.
Wait, I don't kill him. Sad. I will look at you menacingly from right here. No, wait, let me actually move here.
Please. Oh, please. Hit.
No, I have mobile.
Shit.
Anyway.
Okay. Byron.
But he wouldn't have it anyway.
Oh boy. Let's see.
I made you space.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. How much? Let me check something.
Be right back.
Whack him, Byron. Take the killing blow.
I mean, honestly, the only one I could do is if I hit him with my quarterstaff.
Shillelagh.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I don't want him to explode. I'm not gonna bite into this fucking thing.
I mean, you have some free uses of guiding bolt you could use.
Yeah, I'll just whack him.
And if he goes down because of the radiant damage, he can't actually roll his fortitude save. Or his con save.
Thank God that was an advantage.
Oh.
12 plus 5, DC 17. Oh,
Slow falls backwards. Ugh.
Walk.
never mind.
This one did not have undead fortitude.
Yeah, I didn't.
Ba, ba, ba,
I
ba, ba.
just thought I was gonna roll a bit. I thought I was just gonna roll abysmal damage. No, I rolled max.
Nice job.
Heyo.
Ba, 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 ba,
Good job.
ba, ba.
Job, all of you, on defeating these ghouls and zombies, undead.
All right. I guess I'm gonna start healing now.
I'm looting the bodies.
Only one of them has loot.
And what's that one?
The skeleton.
Yeah, what's he got?
Plate armor that's rusty and old, and a great sword.
Does the plate armor or sword look like it could be magical in any way? Alright, and yeah, I mean, yeah, she could spend the time on the trip repairing it,
Fair enough.
using her smithing tools. That's some free money right there.
Makes it for
And
comp.
can
I
I
could do that.
can I try to investigate
The undead.
specifically about like the void powers of the void claw?
Ah.
I
That's
assume
good.
both of those are for me, Alencia.
Yep, keep healing.
Alright. This. You roll me Arcana or Nature.
Just normal Arcana, right?
Oh, this is the old version. Oh. Ow.
Oh, hey! I'm smart.
High five. 20.
Alright.
With a 20, you understand this. This Void Claw has been empowered with the Void. Whoever has created these undead knows at least how to do so. The weirdest thing is, a lot of undead necromancers and things like that generally don't have undead that talk. That's the weird part. Generally, undead are just mindless beings that don't have any sense of tactics or things like that. But for some reason, whoever is controlling these undead have given it some sort of sentience. They're smarter. They know what they're doing. Which also
And that-
means that they can learn.
Man, I assume the guy who created these is really strong. Those are weird undeads.
There is a type of undead creature, or undead type of sorcerer, that only... They're rare. As they're not really common. Wrathbloods. Generally, undead who got a pact with a pillar of death. Or a very strong lich.
So they were either connected to the pillar,
Or a failed lich a failed attempt at being a lich.
of or fail lich. Interesting. So I guess maybe we stumble upon one of those.
Another thing, because you rolled 20, you get to know this.
Oh.
These types of undead, they're soulless. The Wrathbloods, specifically. They have no soul.
But we already learned that when I rolled the soul damage. Nothing happened.
Yeah. If you were to face this creature, they would not be attacked. Well, you were fighting undead. A lot of undead don't exactly have their souls anymore. They're wandering soulless husks. So that's why that didn't do anything. But the person who has created these hop are soulless. So you think Itshi won't actually be able to destroy its soul, as it doesn't really have one to be destroyed. Anyways.
I think I read about them in a book or something. I think those are called breath bloods. They're like soulless undeads that are connected to either a failed lich or the pillar of death itself.
Well, I don't think the pillar of death. Uh, no, I mean Vira died a while ago. I I don't know. Would the knowledge of the two death pillars be commonplace? No.
Yes, but they're boastful. They are loud and boastful and tend to more talk about uh, recruiting. They aren't really evil in that regard. They seem like nice pillars. One of them is just a merchant.
What do you want now? Soon it'll be only one pillar.
Hmm.
The two death pillars, as they like to call themselves, are, well, at least in recent history, haven't done anything that would warrant this.
Yeah. Then I guess we'll walk across a lich at some point, maybe, if we want to get rid of this problem.
I have a strange
Yeah.
suspicion that we're gonna probably run into them sooner than later.
Maybe.
Uh, Roll me a history check. All of you.
Which one?
Because this is knowledge Hop is explaining to everyone. So let's see if anyone remembers any time in history where.
If you're
I
talking
Perfect.
forgot
about
what I had for breakfast.
So Byron's history check makes a lot of sense for he was a hermit and doesn't really for a while, so he didn't really get out much to learn about those types of casters. The rest of you have read things and been in societies that have a little bit more knowledge of that. I guess Hop would have just explored. Oh no, you read things at Lunavale, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
possible knowledge.
That,
So
that's usually how I explain
you
Hop's knowledge.
learn of the many different failed attempts. One of the attempts was a beholder. That one was known by Lunavale. A beholder who wanted to help his beast kin and other kin to thrive in a society. They were banished out of the Scalect Dominion because of monstrosities and stuff. So they didn't like this Void Weaver.
we live in a society.
So he left and tried to become a lich to protect his people. He failed. Became a zombie. Though, if there were other beings around when he attempted it, it may have caused a Wrath Blood to be created. In that case, the Wrath Blood would be of a dragonkin kind, or orc, or something of that regard. There is several multitudes of cases within the Scalect Dominion of failed attempts. A lot of the necromancy schools, they're not frowned upon, as they understand they need necromancy for healing and understanding death. So it is, at nowadays, way more strict, but back during Oros Dynasty, before the regime change, it was worse. They were allowed to do whatever, and so many of them died becoming or trying to become liches. There were about 6 successful attempts, and Itshi doesn't remember the numbers. Alencia might. Oh wait, actually, Alencia did roll higher. Alencia, based on your numbers, because you spent a lot of time with nobles, you have a little bit more accurate reading. There was about like 20 or so failed attempts. But there was one attempt that actually created what you're looking for. But it was, upon the nobles, they all know about it, but they don't know what happened to them. As this was during the time when Nerian was around, and when they were created, he hushed it all.
Hmm.
So they could be in hiding, kept somewhere in a dungeon, anywhere, or just dead already, maybe. Who knows? Urian was a very paranoid and frantic man at the time. Who knows what he could have done?
I guess Itchi will do one more thing. She'll look at like the zombies, the ghoul, and like the chain. Is there like, I don't know if there would be, but considering that these were created from a rat's blood, is there like maybe a string potentially coming off of them or something that might lead?
Make me a perception check, please.
All right.
As your time is faint.
My time is faint.
Yeah, you're lucky you did this now rather than later.
Ah.
So as in, you guys have just killed them, so those strings are fading.
Could anybody? I don't know if anybody would be able to give me an advantage.
Unless they
On
have
what?
true sight, they can't.
17.
I have true sight.
Ah,
You have true sight?
yeah.
You have Cerilus sight.
Why does it say true sight on my thing?
What the fuck? Where are you getting that from?
I guess that's wrong.
Or is that from Sapphire Eye Technique?
No. Maybe. Nikki, do I have true sight?
Yeah.
When did you get true sight?
There you go. I don't know.
Oh, in that case, I guess she would have pointed it out towards Hop as well, so he can make a roll.
I do. Perception? Or what?
Yeah, perception.
With advantage.
Why advantage?
Didn't you help me?
No, I looked myself.
Well,
You
then
rolled a
take
9.
the 9. So, 16.
Okay.
17 and 16, Nikki.
Just barely you catch threads at the end of their tails. They seem to go in two directions. At least you think.
That's weird.
Some threads head towards the north. Some threads head towards the west.
And
In the direction
on
you're
the
going.
that's what I kind of figured. Here, does the map actually show us? I have vision on the map. The world map, then. Come on. The map.
Oh,
The map. The map. The map.
sorry.
I don't know what the map is. I
That's-
assume it's a closer up inspection of the Dominion.
Can you see it now?
No, it's still black.
Oh,
I can see
I'm
the
so
map.
dumb.
It says I need token vision. There we go. So yeah. So where are we currently? I mean, we just left Lunavale.
You guys are like in the forest heading towards.
So, and then we have some going this way, and then some going this way.
Yep.
So would it be? Well, you say it's going north. Would it be potentially going to this here?
Possibly.
I don't know. We wouldn't have enough information for that.
Yeah, you can assume that way. but also the western. You're like, it could be towards Besseland, it could be past Besseland. I mean, you just know that they were like north-ish and west-ish.
Why do I get this strange feeling that Besseland is going to be filled with zombies and other such creatures?
Possible with this thread leading there. Then we should hurry.
Yes. Byron, Alencia, you coming?
No worries.
Yes, we'll be right there.
Yeah, so to tell you what Hopman I found, blah, 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 last few seconds.
That's all Byron hears.
All right, you guys continue.
Well, you want me to actually explain it?
No. He hears blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Basically, thread goes there, we go there.
All right. You continue forward. Eventually, night becomes, or day becomes night. And you have to make camp for the night.
Night becomes also night.
Yes, night becomes ultimate night.
Are we just gonna camp in the middle of the road?
There's trees next to you. Oh my goodness, are my eyes deceiving me? Yes, they are.
What?
I'll sleep on the card. Pretty comfortable up here.
What was deceiving you, Nikki?
Do you guys have tents? Or is it just like bedrolls for you guys?
I think I only have a bedroll.
I only have a tent because, or I only have a bedroll.
Alright.
Yeah, I also only have a bedroll and a winter blanket.
Also, just a. Oh, I already deleted it. Wait, can I? No, I can't.
I like my bed in the fire. Thank you.
Long take.
Sorry, I was thinking.
Long bedroll.
That's better. And then we get hops.
He just
I-
sleeps in a he sleeps in a sock that we
I-
have
I-
hanging
I-
off of the chart.
I sleep on top of the card.
Ah. Oh, it just disappears underneath the cart. Never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. I would just. It's comfortable up here.
Conk will also sleep in the cart. Asta will sleep at that person's legs. Clackers will sneak into your bedroll.
Nice.
From the wrong way. Alright. Who is taking watches?
I can take first watch.
I can take every watch.
Okay. Ah. I don't sleep.
Well, no, you technically do. I mean, I know you're using the
Technically,
dream.
Byron and Alencia both just meditate the whole time.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean they're conscious for it.
I am.
Well, your whole dream thing means you technically go to the
No,
dream
the dream
temper.
thing is along with the other part. Trance is I'm conscious. I don't need sleep. Magic can't put me to sleep, and for a long rest, I only need 4 hours. But I can meditate and stay conscious the entire time.
Really?
Yep.
Yes, that's
weird.
why I've been doing this. The dream thing is a separate thing. I just combine them, so I can astrally project while I'm meditating.
Yeah. They can affect your dreams in that way.
I could show with an extra in the dream plane.
I'll take second watch. Either way.
I can
Keep
take
Biran company.
No, I can do that.
Also, when you do this dream trancing, you can interact as if you're in their dream too.
Maybe.
Why is it translating my equals?
Mm.
What language was it translating?
I don't know. What did you set it to? I mean,
Nothing.
apparently
High
it's a language.
school calculus.
I mean, apparently it's a language we know.
I think
Binary.
it's. Oh, it's tongues.
Tongue.
But everyone knows tongues.
I got one right here.
Anyways,
I got a long one.
First watch.
Alright. Perception. I rolled better than Biran.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Well, that tends to happen when you roll a higher number.
Unbelievable.
alright. Nothing. Well, Itshi,
Yeah.
you hear the sounds of swords clashing in the distance. Far away, but you could just barely hear the sounds of metal against metal upon the road ahead.
Hmm.
You believe there is still things fighting undead out there in the night.
But nothing comes to your camp this time.
In this wee hours of the night, Itchi would like to make another Arcana check on the Reaver.
Alright.
That's better. Definitely better.
You focus, and just barely, you swear you hear something calling out of it. You soul stealer. A voice oh so familiar. One you once found in the middle of nowhere. In an abandoned city, town, buried underneath one of the houses, in a chest.
Oh.
Of flesh. You think a lingering piece of him resides within this sword, absorbed after slaying him.
God damn it.
Faint and barely there does not mean this weapon is sentient. Just means a piece of him just lingers. Perhaps
Like an
why
echo.
that is why this thing is so strong. As it has absorbed the power of the Great One. Perhaps, while you have this sword with you, and you defeat larger and larger creatures, things of great power and grand power, perhaps your sword will upgrade. But it must have a soul.
Hey Byron, did you get rid of the piece that we had, the book, during the
No.
5-year time? I'll talk to you in the morning about that. Oh, Ulla. I don't know. Whoever wants to take second watch.
Me?
Throws a rock on top of the cart. Hits Hop.
Eh. Is it morning already? Wait, I have watch.
No, I just throw clackers up there.
Rude.
Oh my god, I get hit with metal. Hey, clackers.
I just imagine it's like a parachute. Like he hits one side, and then the resistance causes upside to go up, and he just flies off the cart. Ah,
No clackers.
like a trampoline.
Ah.
Yeah, like the ones at the water, those big bags of air.
I'm awake. I'm awake. Stop throwing shit after me. Up will go back up. And we'll keep watch, I guess. That's a 22.
You know, that actually does remind me of Dragon Ball.
Alright. Byron. Hop. Well, after
Is
this
it?
watch, Byron and Alencia, you guys don't have to trance anymore.
Okay.
The 22 and a 19. Okay.
22.
Oh. That's a low number.
Alright. I will remember this. Your night goes without a... Your watch goes without a wry, other than the howls of wolves in the night. And every once in a while, the sounds of snakes slithering about, hissing.
Okay, while taking watch, Hop is gonna... Wait, can he actually do it? I don't know. Hop will telepathically speak to Byron, but in wait, how do you pronounce it? Mycely? Mycely?
Myceli, yep.
Mycely. So Byron can understand him. And he hopes that Byron goes crazy because of it.
Mind shielding.
This is
Oh, come on.
this is like speech of the Myconids. So generally like Myconids are before the time skip, Myconids were very rare on Narikov. After the time skip, there's been an influx of them flooding into Narikov from multiple portals. There's a portal outside Luna, or just out next to Lunavale, so you guys would have seen my kids just leave Lunavale randomly during your time. But yeah, that's why that language was available. But you can speak it, and Byron will just hear, huh, I remember this chatter from when those things were around.
I don't know how these mushrooms got in my head, but I want them out. That was-
And then he will.
and I can't actually mind shield you. You're not trying to read my thoughts. You're conveying thoughts. That's different. Mind shielding doesn't protect me from telepathic assault.
And then he will do the same to Alencia.
Rude. That's mean because Alencia's not even conscious.
Oh wait, true.
My God.
Oh my god. And then he will just go over to Alencia as nothing happens. Alencia, it's your watch. And we'll go
They're-
back up.
Their trance ends.
Mm. It's my watch, right? Okay. Who's watching with me?
Arno open his eyes. I'm still here.
For the rest of the night?
Much. I don't need a lot of sleep these days.
I suppose I need a little bit, but anyway. That's good. Or not. I don't know. Does do you ever have the urge to sleep?
Yeah, I still need the rest, but it's nice that I can keep my guard up while I'm recuperating. It's actually kind of interesting. You know how Nextro disappears when we go to bed? He's just prattling around in the dream. And I can go there myself when I'm kind of out of it, but I'm still awake. It's a real weird feeling.
Yeah, I can't begin to imagine that. This I don't want to keep fighting more undead, really. It's mentally exhausting.
Yeah. Could be worse.
Considering, yeah, it could all be worse. Did you get to say your piece to Koarl?
Yeah. I mean, he's doing what he thinks is right. It's not like we're not going to see him again. He's just keeping things held down in the fort for us, and if that gives him peace of mind, then at least I know he's doing something that helps him out, and it helps us out too. Though it does kind of feel alone not having him around, you know?
It does, yeah. I don't know what it's like, but he called us parents, or his parents, and now it feels like I already lost him when I didn't realize I had a child like him.
It's not like you lost him. He's just growing up. He's doing his own thing, but that's good. He's making his own choices.
It's so fast. He grows up so fast. I mean, I'm an elf, so it's even stranger.
Yeah, I think I get what you mean.
How are things going lately?
Getting more acclimated. Trying to do less magic. Trying to see if I can get a good mix in between, but still kind of shoddy on the swings.
Well, I think you're doing quite well, and if you ever need some pointers, I also wield a big stick.
That's true. I could definitely learn a thing or two from you and Hall. I should probably I've been giving Itchi a hard time. Just want her to be safe. When she runs headlong in like she does every time, it makes me worry. I don't want to have to use my cauldron. I don't want to have to bring them back from the dead. I don't want anyone in this group to feel the way I did when I. I'm sorry. I shouldn't
No,
have said that.
I understand because I used to feel the same way, and I think the way I rationalized it was someone's going to go in first, and who would be the best person for that, you know? Out of all of us.
It's true, but she's so headstrong in how she does it. She doesn't. She picks a target. It doesn't matter if there's 4 or 5 of them that can close in on her. We can't cover every corner.
Well, I'm definitely a different person and rather analyze before attacking, so that's true. But I thought about how being too selfless was a bit of a downside as well. I don't think about how people might worry for me if I do something in place of everyone else. So I think that we're gonna have to pull her out of trouble regardless, and we would do the same for everyone else anyway. That's just how the battle goes. They charge in, and you gotta be the first or you'll be the last.
That's true. I'm not as frail as I was before. I can get into the fight. I can. I can protect. I can protect more people. Prevent them from getting hurt. So I don't have to heal them as much.
Byron, you always had. You never stopped being so protective and helpful. It's something that's not changed ever since you did change wholly.
Yeah, but it feels different. Now that I have a stronger body, I have more potential at my fingertips. He'll kind of put his hand on your shoulder. I'm gonna do the protective. I'm gonna protect you from now on. And I'll do the same for everyone else, but your support, I can't imagine losing it.
Byron, I feel the same exact way. Don't worry. She puts a hand on your shoulder as well. You're very dear to me. I would never dare lose you.
And it's said we'll have each other's backs and with everyone else's. Like that's changed at all.
No, none of it's changed. But
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm able to talk to someone more than just protect someone.
Likewise.
Maybe we should stop talking and actually look around.
Oh yeah, you got a point.
Yeah.
If you selected.
So, perception checks.
Yep.
Oh thank goodness. I was like, that's my lowest roll yet.
more things to show when you guys are awake.
A lot of things.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Technically, there is still one last watch, but the two of you can just make another set of perception checks if you'd like.
Yeah. I've done my sleeping, so.
Likewise. That's better.
Not too shabby.
62.
No way.
Is it
Okay,
our favorite
this
half-orc fellow?
No. All
Aw.
three were just various little, like, environmental things. This one, I actually don't have to plan for. In the distance, as the sun is rising up, you see a lake or pool of water nearby. Next to this pool of water, you see four animals sleeping next to it. They look like deer.
Deer?
Oh dear lord.
Can we roll nature checks, I guess?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Dear Lord. We're like, dear God.
Morning.
Wow. Where is my nature? There it is.
Nature? Okay. Oh, God.
Hey, stop. Stop it. No. Stop
Man,
rolling.
we're really not the most intelligent party without Koarl.
Okay, look. Why does nature use intelligence? I would think it would use wisdom.
You'd think,
I don't
right?
know.
Excuse you, I am book learned.
I
I
mean, I
went to
saw
a
a
noble
tree.
college.
Look, we have an
I saw a
actual
tree
druid.
once. I saw a tree once.
Saw a tree.
I'm a star druid, man. I look past the tree line.
There's trees all around us.
Oh
Alright.
shit, we're surrounded.
Are you smoking something?
Not yet, maybe after session.
Maybe.
Oh no, he's got some of Pronima's Kush.
And I never even got to smoke my fucking draconic kush. I'm still sad.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Just get high right in the middle of a boss fight.
I didn't though. I didn't though.
Pop is still sleepy. He doesn't.
Don't worry. If we come back in a year and a half, you might still have it.
No, I don't have it at all. It was still on my sleep triggers.
Oh fuck! that's
Strangely
right.
enough, ahead of you, you see what looks to be reindeer. Very
Okay, that's
large creatures, about the size of your horses, with antlers, like large antlers.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
There's about four of them, all sleeping.
I would think we have enough rations. Unless you're thinking of something else.
No, we have them pull the cart.
That's
Why?
not bad.
Why would we? Why would we get involved with untrained creatures?
You want to train reindeer to pull a cart? Wild ones. I like your
Can't
ambition.
they fly or something?
I can poison one.
Why? though?
Next one gives you a look. What? They have
Yeah, can't-
I'm just saying. I could. No, I mean I'm going to.
You're funny. Soul.
Yeah, don't reindeer fly.
Where is the pool? Is it like over?
It's to your south. It would be on the map southwise.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, we could. I've never seen creatures like that before. I mean, we could try something.
I could try sneak up and get a better look.
Byron will pull, I guess, a thing of rations out of his bag. Hang on, let me try something first.
Yo,
He'll try to slowly approach the nearest one.
Hey, wanna roll me stealth?
Sure.
Ooh. Okay. You managed to sneak up to them. We're using their passives. So. For now. Be carefully. Sneak yourself up towards the reindeer. They're all sleeping very calmly. The water next to them is interesting. It's not blue like you're generally used to. Strangely, it's like a almost pinkish color.
Did I pull out my monocle and look at it?
Yep.
Arcane. Yep.
As you look at this with your arcane. Oh, check it. Ah. Somebody has put some sort of sleeping powder of some kind in the water. You've seen this before, Byron. Poachers. Devious ways of unsuspecting animals, capturing them illegally. It seems these deer seem to have found a nice watering hole that was nearby. Looking at the geographical location of this place, the nearest lake is a little bit further away. But this pool of liquid, they probably were like, oh, this is convenient. At the moment, you don't see any movement or anything nearby. It seems the poachers haven't come by yet. The animals are still alive. They're not dead. Don't worry.
So they're not sleeping naturally. They were conked out by the water. I'll wait for some hunters to come after. Cheap trick.
Up will climb up a tree.
And they
And-
shouldn't be defenses anymore.
And leave them like this, they'll stay defenseless.
I mean, we could just wake them.
Spook them. Get them running.
Oh, I know a
Right.
funny thing I can do.
No, please.
Drinks
Okay, you
water.
don't-
Can I look out for
I know a funny thing I can do. Drinks the water.
No, please. Why?
I'm just gonna strum it. I'm not actually trying to use its effects. I'm playing it.
Oh yeah, you can strum it like a harp, but as long as you're not strumming it in a specific way, it doesn't cause the force damage.
Oh, of course not.
and the knocking of being prone.
No, I'm trying to just, I don't know, wake them with a little tune or some shit.
Start playing the harp, bow, and as you play it, the sounds playing through the trees. Eventually, some of them start waking up. Very slowly, but then they kind of look their heads around, hearing the sounds. They aren't spooked yet.
It's alright. He'll hold out the ration to the one in front of him. It's alright.
It'll reach its head over and start munching on your food. So your rations before you were as a myriad were generally like a lot of like non-meat products. So like 'cause myriads are very vegetarian.
Yeah.
So a lot of the food that your character ate was like a lot of like that kind of stuff. So feeding them your rations is actually pretty funny because it'll actually just be normal food for them.
That's why that plus a decent animal handling I thought would be a good way to not scare them off right away.
Alencia smiles.
I don't know if you can understand me, but you won't want to get out of here. It's not safe. Go deeper into the forest, away from the roads. Won't have to worry about poachers coming after you.
That's smart.
I don't have to speak with animals, so he's just trying to convey it.
Animal handling. Not bad. You speak to them and give them words of endearing. They're not. They don't completely understand you, but they seem to be docile at the moment towards you, though, at least. And with Itshi not doing anything but playing the harp, but still, eventually they all, do wake up and look down. Some of them do attempt to try and drink the water, reach their head down to drink the water.
Oh no, don't do that.
No, don't do it.
No.
I mean, if I see one of them try to actually go to sip the water again, I'll just actually not strum it to activate the effect, but to startle them.
Oh, you'll strum it loud. Just go, boing!
Yeah, like they're about to attempt to drink the water. Like hell no! Bing.
Alright. Oh, meant to do the other two.
You mean 3?
I think one of them is kind of calm-ish because it's near me, but who knows?
Yep. I rolled them in the silliest way. The 17 is actually here, and the 4 is here.
Okay.
12, 5. Okay. These 3 hear the strum and bolt. This one still is eating out of your hand. Looks over at Itshi. Looks back at Biran and keeps eating out of your hand.
So it'll be alright. Enjoy the food. He'll lay his hand down slowly and he'll pour the rest of it onto the ground. And he'll go back with your friends when you're done. Don't drink that water. He'll pick up like a small stone that's nearby and he'll just kind of toss it in the water and he'll just shake his head at the deer. Don't want to drink that.
Do you have Purify? Yeah, there is. That's the first level spell.
I don't have it prepared.
You just had a long rest. You can.
I know, but since we technically came out of the long rest, I didn't.
That's fair.
I should
I
long
mean,
rest.
it's not like I use a lot of. I mean, I guess I could just get rid of one spell for it because that's not a big deal. I have a lot of level 1 spells I don't even use, so I could just get rid of Entangle or something and put on Purify Food and Drink.
Or locate object.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't use that very much either.
My helmet is now back at full charge.
Nice.
He'll just take a small step to the side and lay his hand in the pool. And he'll cast the spell. He'll start to, from the palm of his hand, the pink will start to recede until it reaches the edge.
Eventually, the reindeer eats and stuff. Are you purifying it then?
Yeah, I'm purifying the water because I don't want their trap left behind.
Alright. You purify it, and eventually the reindeer does take a sip of it, and then runs off, joining the others.
Sorry that took so long.
No worries. They're good now.
There we go. Oh, Byron, before we begin our travels again, do you still have that book that we found in the town all those years ago?
Oh, you mean this one? You'll pull out the Myriad Tome.
No, the one that you had to put in a box.
Why do you need to look at that one?
I was meditating with this weapon, and I believe I can destroy that book with it.
Where'd you get that sword from again? You got that from Druko, right?
Yes. It is a weapon that is designed to kill great old ones, and you have a piece of an old one in that book.
Yeah, well, if you must know, I do have it still. But I'm skeptical after the last time we dealt with an old one. I know this one isn't a sprawling mass of tentacles coming out of a wall, but this thing was speaking to us.
That
You
one
don't-
was
No.
cool.
You don't even need to touch it, you just simply need to open the box. And I stab it.
You think this is the best time to be doing that?
When will there be a good time?
I don't know. Somewhere where we're safer, can get a second opinion from the guy who gave you the sword in the first place?
Truthfully, I don't think he fully understood the capabilities of this weapon. And second, if anything were to go wrong, we're not in the middle of a city.
Oh, buttfuck nowhere in the woods.
I mean, you got a point.
If anything, I do think we are highly capable that if it were to become a problem, we would be able to deal with it.
And look over at Alencia. And remember what he said about. Remember what he said to her about Itshi last night. Alright. He'll come over to Itchi, he'll put the box on the ground. If you think it's for the best, probably better I wasn't even carrying this thing around, but it is hard for me to trust what to do with it.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous. I didn't want to leave it somewhere unattended. And as much as I'd want to leave it with Rakan, he's got enough to worry about. So if you can get rid of it,
I would like to
I
think I can at least try.
I won't give you one.
Alright, she'll open up the box and not touch the book inside.
Here to release me from my restraints.
Sorry, I can't talk
No.
to me when I don't touch you.
Here to release
She'll
me.
hold the Reaver over the box and slowly lower it in.
We're here to help if necessary.
You stab into the book. And the book
Explodes, killing us all.
Oh, that's really
Damn!
uh
Oh, I don't like this.
can I roll an insight check? Was that good or bad? I want to insight the DM.
God.
Why?
I guess we'll find out if that was good or bad. Ear break, another one.
You're gonna have Byron do a complete U-turn on
All
his
right.
U-turn of his perspective of Itshi after the.
Nikki, what does this mean that you sent me?
Sorry, it's a funny. It made me giggle. Anyways,
Oh, I get it now. Sorry.
it's a good one.
Please tell. Can I insight the DM? Can you tell me if that's good or
3.
bad?
With a 3, this creature, you hear the last bits of it. You mortals, how dare! As the book burns and is destroyed. Now the flames crawl up the sword.
I have the power. That's Itchy right now.
Oh, the skeleton's pops his head up real quick.
The
Nice sword you got
damage on
there.
the sword has changed. As it has killed more than one of its has consumed the soul of more than one of a specific type of creature. And therefore has gained a boon against a weakness towards it. It no longer deals necrotic damage, it now deals astral fire.
Oh my. That's really good.
Very well.
Itchy will
That
Itchy
didn't
will
seem
then
that bad.
Itchy will then lower the sword. Holy fuck, that actually worked.
Oh my god.
Oh, you
I
didn't
mean-
even- you sounded so confident before.
I was, but I mean, you know how that's been in the past. But
You
holy
know,
shit, it worked.
It was
You know-
worth trying, so.
Maybe we should go back to town and stab that big chest.
You know, as lovely as that sounds, we know where that is, and if you want to do that later, we've got more pressing things to deal with.
Why are they talking about stabbing chests? Sorry?
No, that's true. She don't know about that. Byron will pick up the box and he'll like shake the ashes out of it. You don't know, we could probably still use this for something if it was able to keep a.
Oh, lead boxes are designed to naturally hide magic. So if you put anything magical in there, it won't be revealed.
And I'll leave it in the cart for now. I'm sure we'll find some use for it. No use. Well, I'm not just going to leave it in the woods.
I will jump on the card.
Well, let's just be glad we didn't have to fight another great old one.
Nikki,
In-
can you please tell me, was lower better?
Hmm?
On that specific roll, was lower better?
You will never know.
You were one
Was-
away, both above
was
and
lower
below. from
better?
exploding.
Yeah.
No. Oh wait, sorry. Yes, lower is better. That
Okay.
was gauging his strength to break the chains rather than you killing him.
Oh.
Because there's a
See, nothing to worry
there's a
about.
twin side to that weapon. It can break the seals.
Good to know.
So there is a percentile chance of him breaking out of one of those chains. I
Hmm.
can't tell you what the percentile chance is, as that is cheating.
Well, yeah. But it's good to know that, yes, it
Though
breaks the chain.
you can assume higher is more dangerous.
So we got nearly the best possible result. Got it. So there was like 2 other events that re-rolled last night?
Yep. And as you get back on your cart and start your journey, eventually you come across a cabin. Like a small, like little shack. As you come across the shack, do you guys check inside of it? Check it out? It doesn't look like it's locked or anything. Actually, the door is kind of askew. Ajar. I don't know. One of
It
those
I don't
seems
see
two
a place we've
words.
seen for a while. We might check to see if any survivors are around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombies afoot and all. Let's investigate.
You peek inside, and you see nets. You see bear traps. You see what looks to be racks to hold things, but those things are gone. You see a lot of hunting gear inside this shack, surprisingly. A little bit off the beaten path. It isn't like on the like next to the road. It's like a little bit off the road, but it is something you guys find along the way. Another thing you guys find along the way is a stone archway that has elven runes and elven intricate designs across it.
What does it read?
I didn't mean to say runes. It just has a
It
lot
doesn't
of
matter.
designs and stuff on it.
Doesn't matter. It's Elvish. I
Mhm.
know it. It's
It-
Sylvan.
there's
I
no-
know it.
No languages. It's just designed like an elf would have designed it.
Oh.
So it has like a intricate architectural design.
Doesn't indicate it's magical or anything.
You don't know what the old elves once did. Perhaps this is magic.
Show me your true form.
It is magical. It seems like a device you have to walk through.
Oh. Yeah, it'll work. I don't know. It'll do whatever it does if we walk through it. Or I guess
I
ride through it.
volunteer. They can't hit me anyway. The hope will walk.
As you all walk under? Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we're taking the cart. Yeah, it's on the
And
road.
Hop's leading the charge.
I'm leading.
So you can guess that that shack is more than likely connected to that poacher. So whatever you guys do with
I was
that.
gonna say if it was connect. I was gonna ask if they had like an apothecary station where they were brewing that sleeping potion.
They did have a stove. A cast iron oven, basically.
Did they have a footlocker?
And like pots and pans nearby. A footlocker, yes.
It's got any money in it?
Pelts of different various animals. Though these pelts look very well skinned and taken care of, they look like they're from rare animals in the area.
Well, Byron, do you want the bad man who is hunting animals to keep these pelts?
What they're doing is illegal. I don't. I don't know what the right course of action is here.
Oh, that's gonna annoy the
Well-
shit out of someone.
Well, simply put, you want me to just blow this house down? Like the tale of the big bad wolf and the three orcs?
The werewolf and the three orcs.
Yes.
I don't want to destroy shelter indiscriminately.
Yeah, he's a poacher.
So what? We're revolutionaries.
If anything, I can just he'll pull out his like the map that he's been kind of following here. If anything, I'll just mark down the general area here, and if there's someone higher up who can deal with it when we get there, we could bring it up to them, and they can deal with it. It's in their territory.
Alright. But I'm taking this. She takes the footlocker full of pelts.
That's very funny.
Poaching from the poachers, I guess.
Okay.
What for?
And so you all. This is actually gonna be a fun one for you guys. As you walk through, what is your character thinking as they're walking under the arch?
Always interested if it changes anything about.
Ah, okay. Byron? What is Byron thinking as he flows under the arch?
So, whatever happens when we get there, he's like, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to make things harder for back who are still recovering, and he's nervous.
Ah,
It's like fighting things is one thing, but since they were given the option to do this diplomatically, he's trying to do that while, not being a small rabbit man. He's got higher stature, not status, so he's like, man, this is gonna be weird.
Alencia.
Yeah.
What is Alencia thinking as they pass under the archway?
She's thinking, just sort of the morality of whether or not we're law keepers, or are we just following orders, or are we just doing a mission? And really, the core thought process of her own is just always is going to be keep everyone safe, do what is necessary, protect everyone, clean up this freaking caravan,
Alright.
get rid of the smell, repair her clothing damage, think about what she's going to drink when she gets back home, and all of the other editorial duties she feels like she's going to have. When is she gonna tell Byron? When is everything going to stop? When is the mission going to be over? And it's just very fast-paced thoughts.
Very well.
When is she gonna tell Byron? What the hell?
Itshi. What is Itshi thinking as they walk under the archway?
Itchi is thinking of her dead sister,
Mm.
and it leading to the thoughts and the ideas of newfound cold, steeled resolve to kill the man who she believes that killed her, which in this case would be Uriel. And that she is tired of this family taking things from hers.
Mm. Okay. Byron, you get a overwhelming sensation of alertness and calm. Alencia, about the same, but more calm than anything. Hop, what was yours again? Sorry?
He was thinking about if the magic of Ark will change anything about him, like his body or something.
Alencia, I just remembered something.
Yeah.
A bubble forms around the cart. Hop, your skin tone changes to yellow.
Ah!
Itshi, a memory of the past flows through you again. A happy memory. A memory of all you and your sisters. All this would be before Kino. All of you training with father and learning the ways, as well as mother when she was more herself. And you hear this. If ever I am lost and cannot be found, you can find me where a dragon's claw reaches out of the ground. That is the last thing you remember your mother saying at that point.
Where the dragon's claw rises from the...
Why am I yellow?
That lasts
yeah,
for
what
an
is it, sick or
hour, by the
something?
way. Same with the bubble around the cart. And this memory stays very. This memory is perfect. The memory of it will stay around for a while, and those words will. You can keep those in your notes.
Already done.
Byron, you have perception checks at advantage as well as animal handling at advantage for the next hour.
Cool.
Yeah. But
Does
I was
my
I was the first person to notice that Hop turned yellow even before him.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, this is where we'll end today's session. It's been going on for almost 3 hours.
Yeah, it was a
and
good
then we
session.
can start off.
Oh,
We can start off next session with Ulla telling us what she thinks about.
Oh, true.
Yeah, she has a lot of stuff that come over. She also has the scale that she needs to do whatever with.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, now that my skin tone is yellow, you can't see the thing on my nose. It will just blend in.
It's a good color for you, man. I like you.
I never noticed that. Though.
Now I'm so bright. I wanted to change something about my damage. I need to test. Somebody want to fight?
I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, it goes good with your suit. Nice contrast.
I think this is where we'll end today's session as you guys continue traveling forward, spiteful towards the poacher and almost strangeness from the elves and their strange old magics. Thank you
I
all
gotta
for
fi-
joining
I-
us. And we shall see you all next time. But yeah, no, but see what you think I say?
Oh, it's like I got a foot locker full of pelts.
Indeed.
Gotta find Leshy's hut next.
Though next week
Oh,
I think
my.
I will be asking you guys to portray what you guys have done. I think it has been a bit. But thank you
Well,
all.
we still have inspiration.
Oh, probably.
It's been
Alencia
only 2
does,
weeks.
and Ulla
Ah.
still,
Alright. Oh, wait, another one.
and Hop.
Thank you all for joining us for today's session of Scalect Civil War. I hope to see you all next time as they continue their journey towards a diplomatic resolution of this duchy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.